Don't pretend you're
Alright, like I said, things are going to change around here. First up, we have a long-term employee of mine, Miss Sophia Grisham. Now, Miss Sophia has served my family for a very long time, and while I do disapprove of her not coming out here with her suit that's supposed to be helping her with her health issues, I suppose it is what it is. So let's see what she's got here as she comes out here. Now, I'm not like Richard. Unlike Richard's clown show, I'm not going to sit here and make stupid comments. We're going to just let things play out here. What the hell is this? Somebody's sending me a text message. I ain't got time for that. Oh, Mr. Embalmer. Sending me very inappropriate things. I suppose I'll be paying you a visit after this match. Alright, Sophia is in the ring. Her opponent is Miss Vanessa's son, which I don't know much about Miss Vanessa's son. I just expect good matches going forward, and that's why I'm in charge now. Taking the reins back, making this Spanx regime wrestling like it should have been to begin with. Alright, Miss Vanessa's son's making her way to the ring. With Tybolt's son. Such treachery. Now I see what you're doing here, Miss Vanessa. And like I said, I fired security, so anything goes going forward. I don't want to hear any whining and crying about it in the back. You know, if we could see her face and like just anything in general other than this little glow effect here. Never mind. It is what it is. You guys just do what you want. However, as long as you're bringing me in profits, I don't care what you do, as long as you're getting it done. I expect to see good moves and S+ rank performance from everyone going forward here at BRW. Alright, Mr. Embalmer keeps sending me all these text messages. I'm gonna have a little talk with you backstage after this match is over, Mr. Embalmer, so I hope you're prepared for it. I don't think my little interruption to your match earlier. In fact, you know what? We're gonna fight tonight in the main event. You want a war, dumpster muffin? I'm gonna stuff you so deep in the dumpster this time, the smell's never gonna come off you, sir. Alright, Peterson, you better call this match down the line and do your damn job. I'm gonna hear you whining, Harmony broke my arm. No one cares. Do your job. Vanessa looking very pacey. They seem to be going, I don't know, she's working on the arm of Sophia. It's pathetic I have to do Richard's job for him. Richard will still fill in once in a while if I have a match, but that's probably the only time I'm going to allow him to have his stupidity on my airwaves. Alright, let's see what these two ladies can do. It's probably the closest Peterson's ever got to a woman. Oh, did I say that out loud? Well, it is what it is, and I meant what I said. Sophia going for that submission hold. I don't think Vanessa's going to tap out that early, though. Looks like Sophia's putting her in a sleeper leg sweep there. What the hell, this guy keeps texting me. Embalmer, you were cruising Yeah, you just don't understand what's coming your way, Mr. Embalmer. Sophia going for that arm lock. Now, Miss Vanessa, I have to give you credit for that. That's a great move. I haven't seen you botch any of your moves or attacks yet, and I appreciate that sliding drop kick. However, Sophia, you just botched a drop kick there, and that disappoints me. I thought you would do a little bit better than that. Reversal there by Vanessa. Now, as far as the females go, you're probably wondering, how are the females going to fight Banks if they want something? Well, we have a little surprise for you. Either Rosa or Harmony will be taken out. What the hell was that, Vanessa? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the that pisses me off. You guys can't perform your basic moves, and it's hurting my promotion. You all need to, we're going to be retraining everyone. Everyone's going to be retrained. This is absolutely ridiculous. Sophia going for a technical maneuver there. Flipping it around for a pin. Let's see if Peterson can count today. Mr. Tybold's son, I know you had a tryout here. I know Vanessa's your sister or whatever. You better keep your hands to yourself, sir. Sophia only getting a 1 after going for those combos there. Look at that stupid cretin standing there. Sophia got hung up in the ropes there. Going for a classic submission hold there. We'll see if she gets the job done with it. Sophia going for that leg lock of hers. You'll have to forgive me. I have a million things going on here. I got Embalmer texting me all kinds of bullshit, and I'm just not going to tolerate it. Not to mention, I didn't go to commentator school, okay? Rob Banks is a wrestler. I know all the moves and whatnot, but I don't know how to do this, so whatever. This is supposed to be Richard's job. He should have did this nonsense himself, but I have to take the reins, so it is what it is. However, this match is fantastic so far, with the exception of Vanessa botching several moves earlier. What's she gonna do? I could tell you, getting dropped on your head like that is not a pleasant experience. I know Sophia, though. I don't think she's gonna be out of the... And I was correct. However, she might be in trouble here because Vanessa's eyeing her. Going for that arm lock face slam. Only a 2. Look at that. Look at that goon Tyball out there, whatever his name is. Like, I don't understand. Like, are you a manager or are you a wrestler? Why are you out here? Sophia going for that stretching back move there. Alright, Sophia's looking to put an end to this. We'll see if she can get the job done. She twists her around for that ankle lock of hers. Look at that filthy cretin. What are you doing just standing there? I don't understand why you're even out here. I guess he's a manager, but I'm not paying the guy. Well, it looks like Sophia got the job done. I would expect no less. Alright, I feel an embalmer beating coming on, so if you guys will excuse me, I'm gonna go give that guy an atomic wedgie and stuff him in the dumpster in the back. So enjoy a commercial or whatever the hell we have after this, and I'm gonna go backstage and I'm gonna settle some shit with Mr. Embalmer because he's just been asking for it all week. And actually, he's just been asking for it since he's got here, and it's about time he gets what's coming to him. So I'll be back. Alright, creams and dumpster muffins, or whatever the hell you want to call yourselves. Mr. Yuri Connor's been disappointing me lately. That's been no surprise. The guy's a has-been, but I'm giving him this one last chance to impress me. Mr. Connor, you better win this match. You better win against this hypnosis puppet, because I've had enough of your mouth. I've had enough. Oh, what do we have here? What do we have here, Mr. Connor? I told you, you stupid fool, that I had a surprise for you. Did you actually think I was gonna give you a second chance, Mr. Connor? Did you actually think I was gonna let you fight a hypnosis puppet? No, see, Mr. Robin last week and I got talking after we beat the snot out of Mr. MXG and the Embalmer and actually won our match, and he said, I'll take care of that jobber Murray for you. So you know what? Here he is. Let's see what you can do. See, Yuri is an attention whore. I kept him around to serve a purpose, and he just hasn't been performing. He hasn't been the Reaper. So, Mr. Robin is here to educate you and bring you back to your roots, or to pretty much prove you're just a has-been that has no place in any promotion whatsoever because you're trash. So let's see what you got, Mr. Connor. Let's see if you can actually impress me and win this. Because surprise, this is who your opponent's gonna be. Right now, it's looking like pathetic. I'm absolutely disgusted at Murray the Jobber. It is what it is. That's it. Cut to a commercial.
Like a poison deep in my mind. You're like a siren I couldn't fight. This time I was trapped and waiting to die. All my life I've been addicted to the wrong side. Every road I took I despise. I won't lie, there's no exception here with this time. Heaven's done, remember you. I think it's time to go. Don't pretend that you're my angel. Oh, you drag me straight to hell. You find
Alright, we're back. Now, let's see what kind of pukes we have coming out next. Ah, Mr. John Ewing, the PR idol. Don't make me laugh. This guy is a fraud. This guy cheats. He's not your little hero or whatever. The guy's a cretin. He hides brass knuckles under his gloves. He cheated against Murray the Jobber, and honestly, I think they may just be in cahoots with him. Who knows? The guy's a fraud. There's not much more to say about him other than that. He's definitely in cahoots with Mr. MXG of some sort, but Mr. Nacho Man Andy Cabbage showed everyone what a fraud he was last time he was in this ring. And it won't be the last time probably either, but let's see who his opponent is. I believe, Mr. Blackjack, the ice cream man, old family employee. Maybe I was wrong about you, Mr. Blackjack. You might still serve a purpose. If you impress me in this match, and you put on a good show, and can last more than 5 minutes, maybe I'll just have you replace Mr. Yuri Connor, or Murray the Jobber, or whatever you want to call him, but we'll see. Since he replaced you before, maybe I'll just bring you back into the fold, sir. But let's see what you can do. You gotta... First thing you need to do is get over all these pukes in the audience that are cheering for you. Like their opinions are matter. They don't know how to run this company or what's good for anything. I will say that Mr. Blackjack is someone I highly respect, despite the fact I think he's too old to be in this ring, but I have to give him credit for still coming out here anyway and defying me. Alright, Peterson. It's better do your job here. As far as Mr. Connor goes, he isn't getting paid, like I said, until he impresses me. I wanted the Reaper, not Yuri the Jobber getting his ass handed to him by Hypnosis puppets who are probably Mike and Dave, which we all know. Him and Payne are just embarrassments. Alright, let's see if Mr. Blackjack, and let's see how long it takes Mr. John Ewing to start that bullshit cheating of his, reaching for them brass knuckles I know he has hidden somewhere. You better be watching Peterson for that, because I swear, if I see it and you don't call it, we're gonna have a talk with Human Resources later. Blackjack going to the top ropes. That was embarrassing, Blackjack. Seriously, what were you thinking there? Now Mr. Ewing's gonna capitalize and work on that arm you just landed on. Let's see if you can get the job done here. Mr. Ewing going for that flying, I don't know, cutter, whatever the hell it's called. So many moves. I know them all. I'm just not in the mood. Great suplex by Mr. Blackjack. Oh, see, he might have got the brass knuckles out there. He might have dazed him there. You ain't gonna take Blackjack down that easily, you fraud. The man might be like 85, 86 years old. I don't know. He's old. He smells, you know, he has that old person smell like Connie and Sherman. At least he doesn't wander around dazed and confused like Mr. Wright. I haven't even seen Sherman around here. I can tell you what though, Mrs. Wright's more useful to me than Mr. Sherman and Richard ever was. At least she can win matches. Say what you want about her, but you all better step your game up and be looking at Miss Connie Wright, because I'll tell you what, she's actually serves a purpose here, as she is the women's champion, and I can tell you that a lot of you should be embarrassed that she is your champion, and you let this happen and you have no one to blame but yourselves. What's this fraud Ewing gonna do? Look at him just staring at Mr. Blackjack. See, this is why guys like Mr. Ewing will never get ahead. He's trying to do the right thing, whatever. You need to end the match as quickly as you can and win. These fans don't have it. This is not a pay-per-view. These fans, what are you doing, Blackjack? Did he just, like, knock? Oh, this is so embarrassing. You need to knock your opponent the hell out. This isn't a pay-per-view. These fans deserve about 2 to 5 minutes tops, but we'll see if you guys can put on a decent match here and impress me. Alright, Ewing going for a couple low blows there. I saw that. Cheating fraud. Kicking Blackjack to the head. What the hell is this? Blackjack's looking like he's had about enough of this. Hopefully he actually gets this done. We'll see. Mr. Ewing is countering with elbows to the head. See, you took too long, Blackjack. We'll say your matches are impressive from what I've seen, but you're just not getting the wins like you used to. Look at this cheater, Mr. Ewing, and all these idiots in the crowd jumping up and cheering for him. Guys make me sick. You have absolutely no taste. Mr. Ewing has no class whatsoever. And I'm embarrassed that he's here, but I suppose he sells tickets, so, you know, it is what it is. I could have performed that move way better than Mr. Ewing. Look at this little crybaby throwing a tantrum. Ooh, Peterson didn't count to 3. Well, you know, I kind of agree. Maybe he should have. But looks like Peterson's calling it down the middle at the moment. Wondering how many of you tipped him off and paid him. I might have to have a talk with him later as well. See, Mr. Ewan uses weapons in those, like, sleeves that he has on. He hides stuff in there, and when the ref isn't looking, he pulls them out and he'll bust you open as soon as the ref looks the other way. The guy's an absolute fraud. You should not look up to him at all whatsoever. It's disgusting that he has to resort to cheating, dirty, low tactics like this. Yet, all you idiots with bad breath in the crowd still jump up and down and cheer for him because you're not very bright. Blackjack busted open. Looks like Mr. Ewing's getting tired, but we can clearly see that he's cheating with his weapons that he's hiding in those sleeves of his. What kind of maneuver was that? Where are the calls, Peterson? Why are you just favoring? Just disgusted. What kind of a weak clothesline was that, Mr. Oh, you're so proud of yourself. That clothesline was like C- quality. Bunch of cretins. Bunch of cretins that work for me. Now, Blackjack, that was about an A+. Wasn't quite S. But I'll give him that for that clothesline. This should be it. This fraud's got to be down. Of course he's not. See, when you're 85 years old, you shouldn't be in the ring. If the Blackjack was in his prime, this would have been over like 5 minutes ago. Oh, look, he's going for he's reaching up the sleeve there while Peterson isn't looking. Mr. Ewing is such a fraud. I hate that guy. Alright, we only got a 2 there. Mr. Ewing, you should be ashamed of yourself for resulting in such tactics. It's absolutely despicable and disgusting. And unlike all these fans that cheer for you in the crowd, he's our hero. I know what a fraud you are, Mr. Ewing. I know how you had to cheat to beat me. And I can tell you what, Mr. MXG is going to pay you a visit soon if he wants a contract here. I gotta say, for an 85-year-old man, that was an impressive roundhouse kick to the back of the head. I suppose it's a classic move. The king of swing, whatever you want to call it. All it does is make you dizzy as hell and disoriented, but sometimes it gets the job done. Let's see if Blackjack can pull a fast one. Of course, he only gets a 2.5. See, yeah, well, Peterson is counting a little slow, Blackjack. I'll give you that. What the hell? His dirty tactics. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Mr. Ewing go for a dirty pin. Guy cheats to win. But you know, it is what it is. Mr. Ewing works here. Like I said, he sells tickets, so we'll see. I will say Mr. Ewing and Mr. Blackjack are at least doing their jobs and lasting more than 10 minutes. Even though this isn't a pay-per-view, I don't know what you guys are thinking, giving these fans more than 5 minutes. Like, this should be 5 minutes. You should save matches like this for the pay-per-view. No one listens to Mr. Banks. It's not like I own the company and crunch the numbers and everything and know what's good for the promotion. Look at these idiots jumping up and down. I don't understand you people. You people have bad taste, but it is what it is. Ewing and Blackjack are just beating the hell out of each other outside the ring. At least they're giving I give this match about an A-rank performance so far. It's the most impressive thing I've seen so far tonight, so we'll see. By the way, cretins, we're recruiting. If you know somebody that I approve of, maybe someone new that wants to see, we could see what they're doing or whatever, tell them to hit up my message box. You know how to contact me. At least I think most of you do. It'd be embarrassing at this point if you didn't. Alright, Blackjack, are you gonna just stare at him, or are you gonna just stomp his head or something? See, you've lost that killer instinct. You're still the ice cream man, are you not? Finish the job. Let's get this ball rolling. I don't have all night. Of course, you took too long, and now Mr. Ewing the fraud's gonna capitalize on it. This should be a pay-per-view match. I don't understand, like I said. I'm gonna have to have a talk with everyone going forward. You better keep an eye on him, Peterson. He has those weapons in his gloves, in his sleeves. That's why Mr. Blackjack's all busted open like that. The guy's a cheating fraud, and I'm gonna expose it every chance I get. Looks like Blackjack might be in trouble. Ewing's going to the top rope. Look at him, look! He just slid that brass knuckle back up his sleeve right when Peterson wasn't looking. Bunch of cheaters. Only a 2.5. Couldn't pin the guy fair and square. Couldn't pin him when you hit him with brass knuckles upside the head too, like I saw. If you rewatch that clip, you'll clearly see that he slid those brass knuckles in his sleeve and busted Blackjack upside the head with it. Now, I don't really care much for Blackjack anymore. I mean, yeah, the guy worked for my family, so maybe I'm a little biased towards him, but, you know, when you have to use brass knuckles to beat someone, it's just disgusting. You should be beating him with skill. See, Mr. Ewing doesn't have the skill to do it without weaponry. Which we provide weaponry under the ring. Is you could use that weaponry, but brass knuckles have been banned for a long time, and the reason Mr. Blackjack's busted open is one of the reasons why. I will say Blackjack is impressing me. However, Mr. Ewing continues his cheating fraud ways, and he's probably going to steal this one from him. I'm going to have to get with Mr. Blackjack again. We'll see what we can do here. Yeah, Blackjack's definitely hurt from all them brass knuckle shots, and he's real quick too at hiding them from Peterson. That's why he wears those sleeves on his arm, so he can slide them in and out real quick. He doesn't actually put them on his fist when he punches, he just pulls them out and whacks you in the head with them real quick. He's real quick and dirty like that. I'll tell you cretins what. Since you're putting on a pay-per-view match on a regular show, wasting everyone's time, giving these awful fans what they want and not what I want. You two are going to be fighting again at Vindicated, because obviously if you have this much energy on a regular show, I'm expecting like a 40-minute match out of you both. That's if you cheating fraud Ewing even bothers to show up. And I can even find Blackjack, but that's it. It's in your contracts, gentlemen, so I suggest you look at it. I don't care what shape you're in, we're doing a rematch regardless at Vindicated, and I think we're gonna actually make it fair for Blackjack so he can use weaponry too, because Mr. Ewing likes to hide those illegal brass knuckles up his sleeves, so we're gonna make it extreme rules. I don't even care who wins at this point. I am impressed with Blackjack though, so I'm at least gonna give you that. Blackjack, you better land this. Now see, that's what I'm talking about. When you go up to the top rope and you actually do something like that, there's so much blood from those dirty, fraudulent brass knuckles Mr. Ewing pulled out. Looks like Mr. Blackjack's giving it back to him. I suppose we'll see how this ends. It might be ending right now. It was a beautiful pin by Mr. Blackjack, but unfortunately, Mr. Ewing's fraudulent, cheating ways, the blood must have gotten his eye or something, and he missed the shoulder going up. Peterson had any self-respect, he would disqualify Mr. Ewing immediately. But Peterson does what Peterson does. Anyways, like I said, this is gonna, I expect a 40-minute match out of you guys if Vindicated, and I'm not playing around. I better get it as well, or we're gonna be having a talk with Human Resources. Blackjack's looking to wrap this up. There he goes again. See, Peterson wasn't looking and he pulled them brass knuckles out. I guarantee you, he's done it to me every single time I fought this guy. I thought he was pretty good. I thought his cheating would have been an advantage. A couple other times I picked him for my team and whatnot, but I'm not going to talk about that. I'd be frustrated too if I was Blackjack. Getting hit with brass knuckles multiple times and still not going down is no easy feat. That's gotta be it right there. He just put him 6 feet under like the Ice Cream Man does. However, Mr. Ewing gets out of it. See, Blackjack, you're starting to get too old, but I'm gonna give you a second chance at Vindicated to impress me. Whether you win or lose this match, I expect another performance like this since you're giving me a pay-per-view performance now. This has got to be over soon. These two men have been beating the hell out of each other. I don't know how many more headshots with them brass knuckles Blackjack can take from this fraud. Oh, to be lucky you even have a job here. Rip that cheating arm out of the socket and show Blackjack, or show Mr. Peterson. I can't even talk, I'm so pissed off. What you need to do, Blackjack, is rip that sleeve off of his arm so everyone sees the freaking brass knuckles he has under there, and that way you can expose to the world what a fraud he is in front of all these little kid fans that think he's the best thing ever since sliced bread. Show him what kind of guy Mr. Ewing truly is. That son of a bitch, cheater. Like I said, Mr. Ewing, you better be prepared to put on another match like that if Vindicated, because I'll tell you what, I think Blackjack deserves a second chance with me. And we all saw, hold on, something's going on backstage. I'll get a camera crew down now. I want the footage. Yes, hurry the hell up. I ain't got all day. What am I paying you for? Don't look at me like that. If you want a job here, you're gonna get it back there now. Look at this fraud. Alright, something's going on backstage. I got a camera crew heading back there, and if they ain't back there in like 2 minutes, they ain't gonna have a job. Alright, I guess we're gonna cut to a commercial or something, because this idiot can't even perform a simple camera equipment check or whatever. We'll be back. Alright, apparently Murray is in the back throwing a little temper tantrum with Robin. Robin is an impressive individual and he wins matches, and Murray's about to make a fool of himself here. And you know what? I didn't even have to tell Robin to wear green. Robin chose to wear green of his own accord, which automatically makes him way more intelligent than Murray here. I'm telling you what, this is gonna end up being a vindicated match right here as well, because Mr. Robin is impressive. You can say what all you want. Mr. Embalmer, we heard your little jokes. Oh, he's a pixie. You know what? He embarrassed the hell out of you 2 weeks ago or whatever it was, and me and Mr. Robin defeated you last time as well. But here Mr. Robin is taking initiative, doing what I say, being a good worker, going after Mr. Murray, because there is no Reaper here. I haven't seen a Reaper. Has anyone seen a Reaper around here? I don't think so, because we don't have one anymore, because this guy's just a attention-whoring has-been that is nothing without me. I practically made this guy. And what's with all the tattoos, Murray? You look like a modern art disaster is what you look like. I can't even tell, like, what's on your arm, because it's just bleh. It looks like just a spaghetti mess all over yourself. Like, seriously. Like, why are you going... You know what? I'm imposing a no tattoo rule going forward for Murray. I don't want to see that shit anymore on my show. Wear a shirt and cover it up, because, like, it's just ridiculous looking. You look like you got spaghetti all over yourself, son. It's embarrassing. Look at this. And you know what? I fired security, so you're all on your own back there. So, Mr. Robin's probably going to embarrass you again, because Mr. Murray can't get anything done here on BRW Wrestling, so we'll see if maybe this lights a fire under his ass, because I want my damn Reaper back, and I'm tired of this nonsense. Maybe I'll just give Robin your job, since apparently he actually can follow orders and win matches. It's just embarrassing to see how far he's fallen back to Murray's status. I think he might just be fired from the agenda. I can't have someone like him representing my agenda. We'll see, though. Look at Robin just taunting him, which is the intelligent thing to do. Like, now stay away from that electrical box. I don't need a lawsuit. Like, good. Mr. Robin at least can follow instructions. You know, that was pretty damn close, but once again, Murray embarrasses himself, starting something he can't finish. We'll be back. Alright, we're back, Cretans. After that shameful display by Murray the Jobber, we got Abigail coming out. These little Cretan fish of hers. Now, I will give Abigail some credit. She's coming out here wearing green. Nobody told her she had to change or anything. Now, green is a wonderful color. It's the color of money. She'll be fighting Dahlia here. So I'm going to shut the hell up so you can enjoy your entrance, and then I'll get back to it here in a minute. Alright, Abigail's in the ring. Thalia will be coming out next. Let's hope that these two put on a decent match, at least B+ quality. That's what I'm expecting out of you ladies. There will be repercussions if I get anything less than a B+ match here. I'm going easy on you since this is your first day as me as your general manager, but I gotta see what I got to work with here as Thalia makes her way out. Alright, Thalia's coming. $100,000 in pyrotechnics there. It better be worth our time. I'm gonna just shut up here a minute so you can enjoy your entrance. Let's see what I spent my money on all those pyrotechnics. Alright ladies, I want a B+ match and I better get it, at least. If you want to impress me, you might want to try to make it an A+, S- match. That would impress me, but let's see what you two can do. Alright, where's that no good Peterson at? Get it, that son of a bitch in the ring and let's get this going already. I don't have all day. Now, I don't really have an opinion on either of these two. Abigail's popular with the locker room. Thalia is someone that is on my list of people that don't show up or do anything. It is what it is. She ghosts my calls. She isn't around ever. She shows up to work though, so it is what it is. So I'll use her where I see fit. But I would like to start seeing some more participation from her as well as a couple other people around here. Looks like Thalia's coming out on top, or maybe I spoke too soon. I see, never underestimate Green. Green gets shit done around here. I don't remember Abigail's hair being so long. I don't know, things change, I guess. What are you doing, Peterson? Quit scratching your ass and pay attention to the match. I saw that. It was embarrassing. The guy's just digging in his ass crack back there. Look at that. He's going for it again. It's so disgusting. I'm gonna have to fire this freaking clown. I'm tired of this clown show. Things are gonna change. I think we're gonna get ourselves a new referee. I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna have a long talk with Peterson. Alright, I'm seeing like C- level matches here. We'll see how long this goes. Now that was a strategic move by Miss Abigail, who just knocked the wind out of Thalia there. My money's on Abigail, I'm gonna say, just simply because I've seen her matches, and Thalia, I haven't seen her in a while. I haven't talked to her in a while. She's breaking my heart. Not following her obligations and contracts. And I'm not someone you want to displease, I can tell you that much. Though there's only one woman for me, and that's Rosa, so no one gets the wrong damn idea. However, we're supposed to be a family here, and I'm not seeing people pulling their weight around here, and it's irritating me. Thalia throws Abigail in the corner there. Let's going for that. Let's see if she can actually pull her finisher off. It's embarrassing that she can't pull her finisher off. I've only seen her successfully do it maybe one damn time. Now, that move's a classic. I've seen Faith do that move several times, but that move doesn't pack as much of a punch as people think it does. It looks impressive and it gets all these idiots in the crowd to jump up and down, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really get the job done. Let's see what Thalia's gonna do. You better land this move, because if you don't, I'm gonna deduct from your score. What was that, Thalia? Come on. You couldn't even, you were right there. That's half a grade minus right there. I'm not impressed. It was a beautiful turnbuckle slam by Abigail, who's probably about to win this match. Peterson, if you weren't busy digging in your butt, maybe you could count faster. Now Abigail's going up top. Let's see if she actually lands this or if she's showboating tip. I'm going to have to deduct some points from this match, from this rating. I'm not impressed so far. I'm seeing like low C minus, possibly D plus. Yeah, this match was a D plus, ladies. We're going to have a talk in my office later. And Peterson, your conduct as a referee is just apprehensible, like, to me, that you would do that in front of all these people. Like, have you no shame? Like, absolutely disgusting. We're gonna have there's gonna be a lot of people coming to my office for human resources later. Alright, it is what it is. We'll move on to the next thing. Enjoy the replay of this D plus match, and I'll get back to you cretins after a commercial. Or whatever we have planned, I don't know, who knows. Well, what do we have going on here? Mr. CJ Frost confronting that no good, worthless pain. Let's just see how this plays out. Mr. CJ Frost is a great man of class and moves. He's a wrestler after my own heart, and I absolutely cannot wait to see him strip that no good pain of my title. It's an absolute embarrassment that he somehow ended up with it, but it is what it is, and I expect great things from Mr. Frost, as he's been pulling his weight around here, unlike other people in my group that are supposed to have my back and whatnot. This guy came from another place, and he's done far more than any so-called Reapers have lately. That's the one thing I will give Murray the benefit of the doubt, is this guy's been getting shit done around here for the agenda, and just like he's gonna get it done with this fool, absolute waste of time, pain. Bunch of cretins. See, I know where Yuri's or whatever his name is, loyalty lies. I know about his treason and whatnot, and I can tell you that Mr. CJ is gonna get shit done and vindicated. And that's all you need to know, basically. And he's given Payne just a little sample of what he's gonna be getting going forward here. Like I said, there's no security, gentlemen, so settle your damn differences in the back and get it done or whatever. CJ making an absolute fool out of Mr. Payne here. I can't say I'm surprised. Oh, Mr. Payne, that had to hurt, but we all know your skull is solid bone, so I'm sure nothing of value was damaged. Look at that absolute cheap shot low blow by Mr. Payne. Let's see what he's gonna do. Probably some sort of illegal maneuver or whatever. That's the only reason he became champion, is because the guy cheats and he's a fraud just like Mr. Ewing and everyone else around here pretty much. They can't hack it with actual technical skills. Oh, see, Mr. Payne's going for weaponry because he can't get the job done without it. That's exactly what I thought. Now, Frost should have won this encounter, but no, he didn't really lose anything.
Like a poison deep in my mind. You're like the siren I couldn't fight. This time I was trapped and waiting to die. All my life I've been addicted to the wrong side. Every road I took I despise. I won't lie, there's no exception here in this time. Heaven's done, remember you. I think it's time to go. Don't pretend that you're my angel. Oh, you drag me straight to hell.
Anyways, before that idiotic cameraman cut to a commercial before I finished making my point, Mr. Frost didn't really lose anything backstage because he was just trying to give Payne a little taste of what's coming to him, but it's time to move on to one of my least favorite weirdo circus freak employees, Captain Porky. Captain Porky, you were just an embarrassment. I keep him around because he's popular with, like, the edgy little teenagers that wear the black makeup and all that absolute nonsense. Their mothers need to slap the piss out of them, just like they should have slapped the piss out of him Bulmer, but it is what it is. People don't have any standards anymore, which is why we got idiots like this coming out to my ring instead of, like, high classy talent. Instead, I'm forced to give this little puke idiot a contract for all these little edgy teenagers in the crowds that should have the shit slapped out of them. But it is what it is. I don't know if this is, it's a horror movie convention anymore. We can't have classy wrestlers because I have to, book shit for these little idiot kids that buy merchandise. It is what it is. The guy disgusts me. I don't like him. That's pretty much it. Though once in a while he's useful, but here we have an absolute legend, Mr. Bulk Logan, coming out, who I hope embarrasses the hell out of this guy and just puts him in his damn place, along with the rest of his moronic, stupid, unpopular, whatever. I can't think straight. I absolutely hate Captain Porky. The guy pisses me off. It's just the rest of his little freak show asylum. It is what it is, though. Mr. Bulk Logan is an absolute class act. I looked up to him when I was growing up. And he's still coming out here whooping ass, so let's see what he can do here. You bet your last damn dollar that I'll be cheering for Mr. Bulk Logan. The man has the most legendary, amazing hair in the entire freaking industry that is not even debatable at this point. You all should be lucky that he is signed here. Alright, Peterson. Make it quick, because every time I see Porky, I just want to vomit. What was that? See, this is why Porky can't wrestle. Bulk is just so amazing. He flipped him without even using his arm. Like, who can even say that they do that? Like, you know, he's not quite as spring caliber as he used to be, but the guy's still a legend. Alright, pin him so I don't have to look at him anymore, because Captain Porky is one of my least favorite people. Bulk going for some classy maneuvers there. Porky's also a fraudulent cheater he's well known for. However, I don't know, Porky's so bad he just somehow botched Mr. Logan's dropkick there by falling over. The guy's probably drunk. He always reeks of alcohol, and I've seen him during Christmas time. The guy had candy cane chunks in his beard, which was the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen at the Christmas party. Alright, Bulk making an absolute fool of this guy. Hopefully he'll just injure him so I don't have to look at him anymore and I can just give him his severance pay and send him on his way. It is what it is, though. I'm stuck with these band of miscreants for the rest of my life. It is, and that's just the way it is. Like I said, Porky does serve a purpose, despite the fact I think he's trash. He does bring in the little edgy teenagers that buy little Captain Porky Asylum shirts that think they're cute. Like I said, if their mothers had any self-respect, they'd slap the piss out of them. Alright. Bulk looks like he might be in a bit of trouble here as Porky starts his usual shenanigan cheating. And of course, Peterson doesn't see any of it. He should have disqualified Porky at least 2 or 3 times here. Alright, they're taking it outside. Of course, Peterson can't be bothered to check outside what's going on. It is what it is, though. I'm probably going to be firing his ass soon next. He's next on my chopping block. I've had about enough of him as well. I could have performed that move much better, Porky. I just want you to know you're a terrible person and you smell bad. You don't even have half the class as Mr. Bulk Logan here. Porky going for a cheating low blow. I saw that. Look at the absolute skill and tactical mastery of Mr. Bulk Logan as he beats the shit out of Captain Porky. Throwing him back in the ring, elbowing him upside the head, just a great melee of combos. This guy's an absolute legend, and that's why I signed him here to take out the trash like Mr. Whatever this guy's, Porky, whatever. We'll just call him Bacon Boy. He hates that. That's why we all do it, because he hates it. Finish him off, Bulk. Of course, Porky's... The guy cheats. Look, comes out here with those stupid rings on his fingers, thinking he get a little extra oomph for his punch like that fraud Mr. Ewing does with the brass knuckles, but Porky at least is more open about it. I respect him a little more than Mr. Ewing just simply because he wears the damn rings on his fingers. By the way, we all know that pig head of yours isn't real, it's plastic. So for all the weirdos that think that it's real, it's not, it's plastic. What the hell is this? I swear, Bulk, you better win one for me. If I have to say... This son of a bitch Porky better lose. I'm just absolutely sick of this guy. Alright. Only a 2. Porky looks frustrated, and he should be. He ought to be ashamed of himself for just existing. But it is what it is. Bulk goes for a masterful reversal there. Slam the shit out of his head in there. You ain't gonna damage anything of value. Guy's head is as hard as Payne's, if not harder. No one does the King of Swing quite like Bulk. You just have to admire the sheer skill and S-rank performance. Well, like I said, he's making me think it's like lower S- performance. He's not quite my level of doing it, but oh, he's bulking up there. Let's see what he's got there. I'll tell you what, there's no one I'd rather double dip my chips with than Mr. Bulk Logan. I don't care if you heard it, Andy. We double dip our chips. Deal with it. Bulk making an absolute fool of Captain Porky, which isn't hard to do. Everybody pretty much can do it. Bulk going for a cover. This is probably going to be it. Yes! Finally! Someone classy won. See, you little hero Porky, oh you little edgy kids in the audience, he lost because he has no skill. He just tries to go for knockouts. I hope your mother swipes the piss out of you and the mascara off your face because you're horrible people. Go take a bath. Alright, watch the replay of Bulk embarrassing Captain Porky. It is what it is. It's over. The Asylum lost. We will be taking a break here, and we will be back with more Banks Regime Wrestling as we enjoy the Bulksters' victory over that moron Captain Porky. Seriously, what were you thinking? A pighead? You were such a freaking weirdo, man. Alright, get the medics and grab that circus freak and get him out of my sight. Until next time. We will be back after the break.
Those eyes were like a poison deep in my mind. You're like the siren I couldn't fight. This time I was trapped and waiting to die. All my life I've been addicted to the wrong side. Every road I took I despise. I won't lie, there's no exception here for this time. The heavens don't remember you. I think it's time to go. Don't pretend that you're my angel. Oh, you drag me straight to hell.
Alright, moving on here, cretins. Now, when I say they need to slap the piss out of their kids, I'm only saying it for your own good, so you don't grow up and be another embullimer. But here we have another delusional lunatic coming out, Faith. If you ever want a good laugh, just throw a water balloon at Faith and tell her it's holy water. This crazy bitch will set herself on fire to just convince herself that she's like one of the undead or some other kind of freak show horror monster. I'm just telling you, it's the absolute funniest thing to see. I bet my sister $1 to squirt with a squirt gun that just like regular tap water in it, and She set herself on fire with the lighter. It was absolutely the craziest thing I've ever seen, but I don't understand how she can walk around without being committed doing things like that, but it absolutely is, you know, she puts on matches and all the little kids like her or whatever, but they need the piss slapped out of them too. Her opponent is someone everyone here should admire and start looking up to, and that's Mrs. Wright. Mrs. Wright's been a wrecking ball. Mrs. Wright has one of the best records here, and all you other ladies better step your game up here and start looking to Mrs. Wright for leadership in the locker room, because that's the kind of class act she is. She comes out here and she whoops ass and she takes names. She might smell a little bad, and yeah, I had that whole thing where I hosed her down, but not anymore. No, not at all. Mrs. Wright, say what you want about her, but in the ring, she is the absolute dominating wrecking ball, and that's all there is to it. The rest of you ladies are a joke, other than Rosa and Harmony, my sister, or Akari, whichever. I haven't seen them fight her yet, but she's pretty much beaten everyone on the roster but Rosa and or Harmony and Akari as far as I can remember, so we'll see what goes on here as this freak show acts all smug in the ring here. See, that's what it's all about right here, having a belt. Now, I wasn't on board the Connie train, but I am now, because I'll tell you what, she's just impressive. She just wins matches. Why can't the rest of you win matches? Because you're rubbish, that's why. You should be looking to her as an absolute prime example of what you should be in this business. Connie's showing all these cretins in the crowd what they'll never have, because not everyone can just do the things that we do here. That's right, Connie, show them the belt that they're not gonna get. Show it to Faith too, because she'll probably never get it as well. When you set yourself on fire after having water squirted on you, you have to have some kind of problems. All these weirdos think believe in, I don't know, they're all delusional and think that, like, vampires and mirrors and little Frankenstein monsters exist in their closets or whatever, and it's stupid to me, and I don't get it, and I don't like it. Now, let's just sit back and watch Mrs. Wright probably decimate Faith here, though I will be impressed if Faith can actually manage to pull a win off over the champion here, but I highly doubt it, because Connie's been beating everyone left and right, like, pretty much since she's got here. Throw a water balloon on her, Connie. I mean, I know water, you're allergic to water too, because you smell bad, and it would ruin, like, that perfume smell where you just, like, pour, like, a 5-gallon bucket of perfume over your head. Why do old women do that? Like, I don't understand why they do that, because you don't want to take a shower or whatever. That's not very hygienic. That's my only complaint with you, Connie. That, the fact you do things you shouldn't do in the ring, and set a bad example for the kids, but it is what it is. You win matches, that's all I care about. We'll see if you can keep your title at Vindicated, though. Faith, I swear if you botch this move, you better land it. You jumped to the high... What was that? Were you even looking and aiming? That was embarrassing. You should go home at the end of the night and cry yourself to sleep at how embarrassing that botch was. Alright, what's Connie doing? Connie taking Faith back over to the ring. Maybe, took too long. It's that old age thing. The woman's been wrestling since like 1918, so I guess we could cut her some slack there. She is a champion. However, Faith counters and power bombs are on the carpet there. I don't want to. You better not bust anyone open or bleed on my carpet, or you're going to be paying fines till the end of time, pretty much, because I'm tired of everybody disrespecting my carpet. Alright, what's Faith going to do? She's working on the arm of Connie. I've heard Connie's power source is her hair, but I don't know how true that is. I'd focus on something more strategic, like her lower back or something. Looks like that's what Faith's about to do with that crazy suplex of hers. Though Faith has been having a little more success since she changed her moveset up, which is probably one of the smartest things she's done in the... I'm sorry, it's not as good as Bulk Logan's King of Swing. It just isn't. That's all there is to it. Faith going for a cover. Let's see if she can pull a fast one over on the champion. Almost, but not quite. That's pretty much how it is, because Connie's just milking it for the fans, letting Faith think that she luring her into a false sense of security so she can go wham! It's over. Mrs. Wright's an absolute wrecking ball. I'm just saying, she's won all the matches. I mean, the odds are completely in her favor at this point. As much as I like Kyvan, I want Kyvan to take the title from her, I have to say, she's got her work cut out for her. Mrs. Wright gets shit done around here. And the rest of you better start looking up to her and showing her respect, because I said so. Faith getting thrown into the ropes. However, she catches that. It looks like they got tangled up in the ropes. She kneed her in the gut or whatever. Now look at the strategical mastery of Connie as she rolls out of the ring. However, may have been a mistake because Faith went right after her for it. Alright, they're taking it outside. Faith throwing Mrs. Wright back in the ring here. Kicks her in the head. Going for another one of her new suplex maneuvers. I'm not sure what she wants to call that. I'll have to ask her later, but I don't really care to, so who cares? Faith trying to beat the champion. However, only a 2. Mrs. Wright getting back to her feet. Looks like Faith's going for a sleeper hold of some kind. However, Mrs. Wright just overpowers her and gets out of it. Mrs. Wright going for a very hellacious scene. Now, this is the kind of stuff I don't like, Mrs. Wright. You are way too old to be doing shit like that and unsightly, and we do not need to see that, but it is... As I said, she embarrasses Faith. Connie is a wrecking ball. That's all there is to it. The rest of you ladies should be looking to her for leadership skills and maybe like finding out like how she's beating you all, because absolutely, like, you should just all be embarrassed. Now, I haven't seen Rosa or Harmony or Akari or whichever personality she decides to be this week, flavor of the week, whatever it is. But Connie continues to win matches, and that's all there is to it. And it is what it is. I have to point out success where I see it, and I see it with Mrs. Wright. And I don't really care if you don't like it. Alright, we will be back after the break. Enjoy the replay of Faith getting embarrassed, and we'll be back after this. Alright, welcome back, Pukes. While you were away, Mr. Mirror Image came out here, and I suppose Fabio, yeah, that's what I thought. Fabio has a score to settle with Mirror Image last time. Now, I have a problem with Fabio. I've invited him several times to join my agenda, and he hasn't responded or done anything, and he's another person on my damn list that should be showing up that isn't, and he's even lucky I'm allowing him to continue working for me at this point, and I hope Mirror Image comes out here and teaches this cheap imitation Fabio a lesson. What an amazing suicide dive by Mirror Image. Show this little pretender that we can believe it's not butter, and basically that's what I want to see going forward here. Now, Fabio, I've complimented him several damn times, and I haven't seen him for a while as well, and I'm starting to wonder if I should continue his contract here, but I suppose we'll see what happens. Fabio taking control of the match, going for a cover here. Mirror Image, you better step your game up and not let this pretender beat you. Now, he deserved what he got when you slammed him in those chairs. It was a while ago, but we haven't forgotten about that. That's right. Show this cheap, fake fraud who runs things around here. I didn't see nothing there. Looked perfectly legal to me. Alright, Mirror Image taking Fabio over to the turnbuckle. Now, let me tell you about Fabio. Like, the guy's a total flake. Like, I've given him every chance in the world to join the agenda. I've sent him messages. The guy doesn't show up. He shows up to work and that's about it. He's another one of those people. He'll never make it to my A-list, basically, simply because of this. So, as long as his contract is here, and he doesn't tell me he's gonna quit or whatever, which it wouldn't surprise me if he does, I'll give the Cretan matches, but it is what it is. What's Fabio gonna do? He's going for a suicide dive of his own there. Mirror Image might be in some trouble after that, which I don't think he's in that much trouble because I know who this guy is now and I know what he's all about, and I can tell you this, he's not someone you want to basically screw around with. Fabio taunting Mirror Image to his feet. I don't think that's a very smart idea on his part. As you can clearly see, Mirror Image isn't here to play games with people, which is why he's a member of my agenda. The man also has a lot of victory points, and I would be very cautious because he could possibly be a future champion right there we're looking at some point down the road. However, this all started, like I said, with Fabio disrespecting us, which is why we did what we did a couple shows ago to him to teach him a lesson that we are not to be trifled with. You're gonna act like trash, we're gonna treat you like trash. I don't care how classy you are. And I thought this Fabio guy was pretty classy, or whatever he calls himself, Pegasus or whatever. I refuse to call him that. He'll always be Fabio to me. Mirror Image setting him up for a drive-by. Perfectly executed with S-rank precision there. Fabio's in trouble, especially if Mirror Image lands this flying moonsault he's about to. However, I suppose he did the smart thing by putting his knees up, which is really the only thing you could do or get the hell out of the way in that situation. Mirror Image might have just screwed up though, and if he did, I'm gonna have to have a talk with him backstage. However, he very intelligently attacks the arm of Mr. Fabio as he rolls out of the ring. Probably giving him too much time to recover, but Peterson will count. Since they decided to come out here and settle this up. Fabio, you could have had a great career in the agenda. All you had to do is answer my calls, show up a little bit, but we'll see. I doubt the guy will show up. The guy's a flake. I've dealt with him enough. I've known him about a year now. Thinks he's too good for us, basically, so this is why this is happening. You never bite the hand that feeds you, Fabio. We know your butter is fake as well. Cretin. Oh, look at him. He thinks he's... he pulled one maneuver off, basically, and he thinks he's hot shit. Mirror Image tries to reverse it, however, Fabio goes up top. Mirror Image might be in trouble here. Now, I've wrestled Fabio before, and I will say this, he almost beat us back at that other place. However, he wasn't quite on the level of the Supreme Sovereign Rob Banks, but he's no pushover. I could tell you Fabio is at least A+ talent. He just needs to take the extra step, and he could possibly be great. Now notice, Payne, I want you to pay a special close attention, Payne. This is how you properly perform that hold. See, now I have to give Fabio some credit as he was able to defeat a member of my agenda, Mirror Image. See, Payne, if you were as good as that hold as Fabio was, you would actually get people to tap out, but you can't handle it. So, I hope you were paying attention and taking notes, Cretin, because that's how it's done. Now, I have an issue with this guy, but I guess we'll see what happens going forward. Mirror Image basically wasn't even scheduled to fight, but it is what it is. Enjoy your victory point, Cretin, because you and I are going to be having a talk later, Fabio, and it is not butter. I still have to say the guy's a class act, though. I mean, that's just pure class right there, but you need to take the extra step, Fabio, and get in touch with me as soon as possible. Moving on down the line here at Banks Regime Wrestling. Next up, we have this idiotic puke toxic who's a part of what's his name, or is this Big Ben coming out? I think this is Big Ben coming out, but Big Ben is fighting Toxic. who's another person I can't stand and despise, who's another one of Porky's little freak show members. But here comes a guy that will eat his lunch and your lunch. So if you have a lunch in the refrigerator, make sure you have it in a safe, because this guy is a thief and he will steal it. I can't tell you how many times this guy's eaten my lunch, and it's absolutely pissed me the hell off that I've had to order other things because he just takes everything in the back. Can't stand this guy. However, he puts on a good show, so we'll see what he does here. I don't really know who to root for. I don't really like anyone. I think both members are lower B listers. However, they show up, so they're getting matches. Alright, here comes that circus freak, Toxic, or whatever his name is. Seriously, like, I guess he sells tickets and he's popular with, like, the black mascara wearing crowd or whatever, but like I said, mothers need to start slapping the piss out of their children, basically, because people like this shouldn't be role models. This guy just is part of the problem with this industry. Everyone thinks they're a bunch of horror movie, serial killer, vampire, werewolf hybrids or whatever, and it's disgusting to me. We need more people like Pegasus Lance Spencer, as much as it pains me to admit that, except he just needs to have the attitude going forward that he should have. Well, let's see which one of these two cretins comes out on top. I really don't care who wins. It doesn't matter to me. Though, I suppose if I had to pick the lesser of the two dumpsters, I would probably pick Big Ben, simply because he's not a weirdo. Alright, Peterson, get in the ring and do your damn job already. I ain't got all night. Let's see what kind of match these two fools perform for everyone. For all these screaming idiots in the crowd that don't know anything about this business. Looks like Big Ben's coming out on top. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe the weirdo Toxic will come out on top. Who knows? Are you gonna do anything other than punch the guy in the head? Oh, that's disgusting. Putting your fingers in another guy's mouth. That's absolutely disgusting. Who knows where those have been? And then have you seen the fingernails on that weirdo? Absolutely disgusting. That guy just needs... I don't even know what to say to that. Other than... At least it wasn't Ralph, I guess. Lord only knows where those gloves have been. Or if they're even clean. That guy uses his bare hands, though. That's absolutely disgusting to me. Big Ben's pretty greasy, too. Like, I don't even think that's baby oil. The guy probably just buys a bunch of chicken and just rolls around in it. Toxic going for some combos outside the ring. Is that all you people know how to do, is punch people in the head? See, this isn't MMA boxing, this isn't the octagon, this is wrestling. This is what I'm talking about. I want to see moves. I want to see technical skills and mastery. This is why I am S+ ranked talent and the rest of you are just trash. All you try to do is go for headshots, and don't think that we haven't noticed that. What are you aiming at? This Toxic guy's trying to be Scorpion, throwing his chain, but he isn't being very successful at it. Oh, only two. So sorry, Toxic. Get a personality transplant, and maybe you could get a 3 if you actually perform some wrestling moves. Hopefully this freak show is about to be over and Big Ben puts an end to this. This is an absolute embarrassment. Both of these men are embarrassments. Like I said, shit's gonna start changing around here one way or another. If I don't like something, I'm gonna interject myself into everyone's business going forward. Rosa and Harmony will be fighting over probably who's gonna be doing for the girls or whatever, but that's on them to figure out. Looks like the Cretan Toxic's gonna come out on top. Looks like Toxic's gonna be eating your lunch, basically in the back, Big Ben. Can't say that you don't deserve it. That's what you get for failing, so I have to give this miscreant freak show circus freak a victory point, I suppose. Which disgusts me. What can you do, though? What can you do? I only have so much of a roster to work with. Alright, we're gonna take a break and we'll be back, so don't go anywhere. And if you do, make sure you brush your teeth and take a damn shower, because you probably smell bad. Alright, moving on down the line once more. Now, I will say my match with the Embalmer is next, so don't expect any commentary because Richard is not here. He's been demoted to janitor and management positions. If one of you cretins wants to use him, you can. But now here is a man who was born with an unfortunate name, but this guy is pure freaking class right here, Mr. Mihawk. Mr. Mihawk understands what it means to perform wrestling moves and holds. He's embarrassed that fool Pain, and honestly, I think this man was robbed a championship and he deserves a second chance, but we'll see how he performs going forward here. Mr. Mihawk understands what it means to perform technical skills and moves, and actually doesn't just go punch to the head, cutter, 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 punch to the head. Mr. Mihawk actually performs wrestling moves and actually is a wrestler, so he's on his way down the S+ rank talent path, as far as I'm concerned. Though he's still a bit young and he's got a little bit of ways to go to prove himself by successfully securing a title, I do see this man being a champion here going forward on Banks Regime Wrestling, but we'll see what happens. However, his opponent is another one of these weirdo freak show circus freak clowns, Hack or whatever his name is. He's called Hack, and the guy is a hack in the ring, and that's all there is to it. My vote's for Mihawk 100% all the way on this one. Ooh, scary. Here comes another scary person. Ooh, so scary, the lights are out. Ooh, get the flashlight out in the closet. Maybe you'll hear the voice from the void or whatever. I don't even know if he's associated with that, but whatever. You get the idea. Too many people around here think they're werewolf vampires, cyborg hybrids, or whatever. It's not, you're not scary and nobody's impressed. I ought to rename this Battle of the Horror Movie Monsters. Maybe I could get a Gojira contract. We already tried that once, however, and it failed. People like this just disgust me. Here we have another... this'll be an interesting fight. I can't wait to see Meoff embarrass this guy, basically with holds and tactical maneuvers, because this is another guy that's just, I'm gonna punch you in the head and try to win that way. No skill whatsoever, don't even know why you're signed here. I suppose we'll see what happens, but like I said, I am gonna embarrass them Balmer again. If Balmer wants a war, I'm gonna give him one. So don't expect any commentary on the next match. There's nothing wrong. I've fired Richard from the commentating position for the time being. I might have him substitute for Vindicated. I haven't decided yet. We will see what happens. Hack's in the ring. Alright, Peterson. Come on, hurry it up, Hack. We don't got all night. I have a dumpster with Balmer's name on it that needs to be stuffed. I want to get on to my match, and I gotta go change my gear. Alright, Peterson's finally in the ring. We're gonna get this party started. Meoff's gonna embarrass this guy. Right off the bat, Meoff's going for the knee of Hack, which is an intelligent tactical maneuver on his behalf. Because if you work on the leg of an opponent and they can't stand to fight you, they're not going to last long in this ring as he smashes his skull into the turnbuckle. Mr. Meoff continuing to work on that knee of Mr. Hack. However, Hack tries to knee him in the gut to counterattack him, but we'll see. It looks like Meoff might be in trouble, but no, I don't think so. He successfully pulls a reversal there, and he clotheslined him right so fast it went right through him. Did you see that? See, that's what pure talent is all about. Kicking him in the head a few times for good measure is always a way to do some damage. And they'll let your opponent know you're not playing around. Just as long as that's not all you do. Notice the pure... See, now if Payne were able to pull a move off with that quality, like a craftsmanship, that was artisan level right there. No one else tries to do moves like that, especially Payne, which is why I see Mr. Meoff's point with Payne. Payne should not be the champion all whatsoever. Oh, here we go with another one of those fingers in the throat moves. It's absolutely disgusting. Hack actually showing some tactical mastery of his own, working on the arm of Mr. Meoff, which is probably one of the smartest things I've seen him do in this match so far. However, here he goes, the punch into the head crap. Meoff just getting overpowered. Now, I will say Hack is a little bit bigger than Mr. Meoff. Meoff needs to do a little more work, basically, and build his upper body strength up a bit so he doesn't have that problem, but it is what it is. Alright, what's Hack getting ready to do? Hack picks him up and flops him on his body, basically, because, you know, that was an impressive move that everybody wanted to see. Which is why he only got a 2 count there, because maybe if he pulled a submission hold or something with actual skill off, not, ooh, I could just pick you up and throw you into the air and let gravity do the work for me, and instead of being lazy and actually performing a move, maybe he would have got the 3 count. Now, I will say that was a good counter by Hack there. Despite the fact I think the guy's a cretin. Mr. Meoff is a pure class act, and I suspect he will come out on top very soon here. However, Mihawk's letting Hack control the flow of the match. Mihawk should be performing technical skills and moves like I know he can, but see, Hack's a little bit bigger than him, which is why he's controlling the momentum of this. So Mr. Mihawk is either isn't gonna win beating him in his own game. He has to change the flow of this match and use his tactical mastery of submission holds and other such maneuvers to basically put the match in his favor, because you're not gonna beat an MMA fighter basically with their skills. You don't have that skill set. You need to use wrestling moves in your skill set and embarrass him and show him this is a wrestling ring, not an octagon tournament. That's one of the issues I have with a lot of performers in this business. They all want knockout, first blood matches. This is a wrestling ring. If you want that, go somewhere else. Get a career somewhere else and quit wasting everyone's time. Mr. Mihawk performs an excellent finisher. Now he's going for a King of Swing that's almost quite as classy as Bulk Logan's King of Swing. Not quite, but it's getting there. Keep it up the good work, kid. Alright, wrap this up, Mr. Mihawk. I got my gear ready and I need to change before I go trashing Bulmer again. The guy's never beat me, nor will he ever, but I can promise you this. Whether I win or lose tonight, it's far from over, Mr. Bulmer. You and I are going to be dancing with the dumpsters for weeks to come. You have no idea what's coming your way. However, I do have to fight Mr. MXG if vindicated, because I had some obligations and agreements with him with that. We'll see if I sign him here afterwards and if he can be useful to me. Mihawk and Hack taking it outside. Again, I have to say, Mihawk is a rookie, and I'll give him a little bit of slack because I know what he's trying to do for this business, and I respect it, but he continues to let Hack control the flow of this match, and he keeps trying to make it a street fight like all these other classless turds in the industry that have no business being here, that should just move on over to MMA or whatever. Mihawk needs to get him in the ring, and he needs to start working arms and limbs and joints and such, and basically make it so Hack can't have a leg to stand on. If he does that, he's on the right path. However, it's looking like Hack's just in control of the flow of this match, and unfortunately that's why the quality of this match is suffering so much. Alright, Mihawk's looking to regain control here. Hopefully he can beat him in his own game here. Now Mihawk, you're doing a very beautiful flying elbow drop. See, that's how it's supposed to happen. When you go to the top rope, you basically better get shit done, or the fans are going to basically laugh in embarrassment at you. Mr. Mihawk is a shining example of how to correctly perform a flying elbow drop, as is Mr. Nacho Man Andy Cabbage, despite the fact that we all double dip our chips. I'd say Hack's about done after this. We're at about 10-11 minutes here, which at least Mr. Mihawk is performing well. I would say Hack's probably done for at this point, but we'll see what happens. Only a 2. See, Mr. Mihawk, you need to control the momentum of this match and quit letting him change your fighting style and tactics up. Hack's back up on top here, however, you should be kicking him in the head instead of posing for these idiots in the crowd. Mr. Mihawk, if you lose this match, it's basically because, now that was a beautiful reversal. That's the kind of stuff I want to see. Outsmarting your opponent using their own momentum against them. That's what BRW wrestling should be about. Hopefully this is it. As Mr. Mihawk goes for a submission hold on Mr. Hack, Hopefully you can get him, and that's beautiful right there. That's how you win. You embarrass your opponent by tapping him out. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go get changed into my wrestling gear because I have to go embarrass Mr. Embolimer coming up next.
Come on.